For more than 100 years, the Armed Services YMCA El Paso has been providing help to military families for their health and well-being. It's the oldest continuously serving military service organization in the country. And next month, they're holding a charity golf tournament at Fort Bliss. Joining me now is George Elsasser. He is the executive director of the Armed Services YMCA El Paso. George, thank you for coming on the show today. You are celebrating 100 years of service in El Paso, but for our viewers who don't know, tell us a little bit about the Armed Services Y.
Hey, Mark, thank you for having me here. It's a great pleasure to be here. Yeah, we've been here for over 100 years. We were actually formed in 1960, but established ourselves in El Paso in 1921, 100 years ago. And we're a very unique organization. We have over 32 programs in 4 different facilities that are focused on military families in the areas of enrichment, or family enrichment, youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And we do that every day, and we support Fort Bliss, White Sands Missile Range, and Holloman Air Force Base up in New Mexico.
So what are the primary service programs that the El Paso Armed Services YMCA offers local military families?
We offer military families child care services and education at our NACI accredited Child Development Center. We also offer a no-cost thrift store and food pantry at our Junior Enlisted Family Center. And we offer reduced room rates for military members at our lodge. We also host programs for children and parents, such as Operation Little Learner and Operation Hero. We also support families through the holidays with Operation Holiday Joy that provides food for struggling military families for Thanksgiving, shoes and toys for children, and military families for Christmas. And we bring military families together over the holidays through Operation Ride Home. One of the other programs we're really proud about is how we support our community in El Paso through our partnership with El Pasoans Fighting Hunger with our drive-through food pantry that we hold here every week, Wednesdays from 3 to 5 p.m.
So you talk about how military families have struggled. How bad has the pandemic affected them?
Sure, Mark. You know, we all know the pandemic has touched us all in one way or the other. But for a lot of folks right now, both military and civilian families, they're struggling to feed their families. Our military families in particular are vulnerable to economic downturns. Prior to the pandemic, military spouses were already unemployed and underemployed 6 times more than their civilian counterparts. And due to the nature of military life, with the moves and deployments, military spouses who generally work retail and service jobs have a hard time reestablishing themselves in new locations, which means many military families are now living off of just one income.
So the El Paso Armed Services YMCA is nonprofit. How are you funded?
That's a great question, Mark. The majority of our funding comes through foundations and corporate donations, and along with individual donations and fundraising events like our 5th annual charity golf tournament. We also secure funding through the government, through government grants, through our Child Development Center, and we are able to fund our lodge program through revenue that it generates just through rent.
And speaking of that charity golf tournament, how about quickly giving us some details?
Sure thing. It's going to be a 4-person scramble. We're going to be having that on the 15th of May. And if you would like to register for the golf tournament or just make a donation, you can go to our website at www.asymca.org/El Paso, or you can give us a call at 263-7164, and we'd love to get you registered.
George Elsasser, Executive Director of the Armed Services YMCA El Paso, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, Mark. Thank you for having me.